with Art Talk. And as before, I informed you that we're going to be joined with the visionaries and the host for Art Soul. And today we have one of the visionaries here. The other is Miss Joyce Jones. She was unable to be with us today. Joyce is the type of person, this is her vision. Art Soul, she was the one visionary behind this. And then Miss Tiffany Poitier, that's sitting here to my left. Hi Tiffany, how are you? Thanks for joining Maria and I today with Art Soul. But Joyce's vision, she's not here to speak, so I'm going to talk for her. When she first told us about Art Soul, which was given the name by Miss Maria. Joyce gave the vision of Art Soul. Her vision for Art Soul was to introduce the youth, the young entertainment of art in Leesburg. We went as far as saying, she went as far as saying Lake County, but she said, well, you know what, let's tap into Leesburg first, because there's so many gifted young people here that have the gift of art, whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, speaking poetry, spoken words. So all those types of art. And actually, she gave me the vision. I went to Maria and I said, what do you think about this, Maria? And she said, I love it. She said, I totally, totally love it. So why did that resonate with you, Maria?
Oh, why? Why? Because when art, the rawness of art comes from here.
Okay.
It comes from every being of who you are, and the opportunity to give that to our kids, so that they can tap into their fullest potential. They don't get that a lot.
Okay.
So why not?
Yeah.
Why not give them their own stage? Why not let them, even if it's just figuring out who they want to be, what art they want to tap into. And I think that's the biggest part of art in general, especially for what we want to do here at the center, is continuously provide opportunities for you to tap in and unleash your inner creative.
That is so awesome.
And it's natural for kids to be able to find that for themselves, because there's this, especially when they're younger, they're not influenced so much about what's happening in the world and who they have to be and who they have to become. They are them. They are unique, and they are just who they are. And whatever we can do to.
You didn't even blink an eye. She was like, yes, I love it. You're in your voice. Yes, I love it. So you gave it the name Art Soul. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you gave it the name Art Soul. I took it back to Joyce Jones and said, Maria loved the idea. And she gave it the name Art Soul. And then we started talking about the face of it and who Joyce wanted to help be a part of that. And that's where Tiffany Poitier came into the picture. Tiffany's son, well, her husband too, but her son, how old is your son, Tiffany? He's 6 years old, but he's mad on those drums. He is a drummer, and he's 6 years old. And when I first saw the video that she put on, that Tiffany put on social media with him in front of his dad on the stage at their church and playing the drums, just the passion. And he was so serious about it, but he started playing drums before he was 6, right?
Yeah, it's 2 on that
See?
video.
2 years old, and he was sitting there on those drums, and he was like he was 10 years old. Just awesome. So Tiffany has a wide background of organizing and planning different events. And when we spoke to her about Art Soul, now the name Art Soul, she gave it the face. She gave it the look. She created just that colorful look for Art Soul. And then Joyce came back and said, you know, we have to do more than just say Art Soul. What about step into the limelight? And it just all tied in to one. So Tiffany, tell us a little bit about, let's talk about your son. You know, let's talk about the encouragement that I know that you and your husband give him in his gift that he has.
Well, his dad is a musician, so he watches Dad a lot. His dad plays the keyboard. Well, basically a lot of different instruments. So He gets that from his dad, so he really, really enjoys.
Wait a minute, Tiffany, because you sing too. So don't be modest.
Well, I'm
okay?
background. I'm background.
But
I'm
you
not.
sing, but you
yeah,
sing. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But I'll give that to his dad. So,
Okay.
but yeah. So he's really, really excited about performing that day. I mean, he's at Oz. So a friend of mine is going to set everything up for him, the track and everything, and he's just
ready
so
to go.
excited. He is ready to go. He
Because
cannot
when
wait.
he's playing, he's like a grown man.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of take away, and that taps into the passion. And we were talking about this earlier before we even came on the show about the passion and the gift in the youth, and the importance of us. And then you and Daryl, as parents, you're seeing the gift that that little Daryl have within himself, and you're pulling it out of him, and you're molding him to be this grand musician. And it's not that, you know, when he gets there and he goes a different route, it's not that you didn't tap into his gift and his talents and help push that, because the two of you have, and your entire church body have also done that. And I don't want to leave that out because that's important too. I know it's important to you and your family. Okay, so we had the vision with Joyce. We gave it a name with Maria. We gave it a face with Tiffany. And then we have to give it a voice. And also joining us today is Miss Takia Norris. And she's going to be the host for Art Soul. And listen, we didn't plan to dress like this red, white, and black, this red and black thing. We didn't plan this. It just happened this way, okay? When I saw it this morning, I'm like, oh, Lord. People are going to think we kind of planned this. But we truly, truly didn't. But I want to say thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Takia, thank you so much for hosting Art Soul. She didn't even hesitate. When I actually first presented you to Joyce and Tiffany at a meeting, and they didn't hesitate. They were like, oh, that would be so neat, you know, to have her come. And you're from Orlando.
Yes.
And I just want to tell the viewers and everyone how I actually met Miss Norris. There is a fashion designer showcase that takes place here in Leesburg, and last year, Miss Norris she's a fashion designer, and she's a mastery with model training and coordinating and coaching. And so all of this I didn't know about Miss Norris, and she came to participate in the fashion designers competition. And on the runway, I noticed something different about every last one of her models that was hitting the runway. Although they were doing the normal straight, you know, the runway walk that every model is trained to do, they had a different type of swag with what they were doing on the runway. So I knew there was something different about it. I just couldn't put my finger on what was happening with every model that was hitting the runway with Ms. Norris. So after the showcase, after it was over and we were headed to the after party, her and her assistant Charlene was talking behind my husband and I, Max and I heard a little chirping talking. And so I turned around and we talked, and she said, you know, I'm the founder of the Global Fashion Weekend in Orlando. And I'm like, you are? And she said, yes. And I said, okay. So that's how I got to know Ms. Norris. And then we went over to one of her sessions over there in Orlando. And I want to say to you that she has over 200 models that come up under her umbrella to train. Not one of those models pay to be a part of this program with Ms. Norris, because it's more of a ministry for her. She brings children out of the community and she trained them to walk. And her company, Riff Production, has some very, very talented coordinators that work with her. And she's going to bring something totally different to Art Soul stage this year with her production. I think you're going to have, I'm going to let her talk in a second. I just wanted everyone to know about Ms. Norris, because, you know, we just don't have enough time in the day to just tell you all the good things that she gives back to the community and her company and her trainers over in the Orlando area. So Ms. Norris, hi, how are you today?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for coming and loving on Leesburg and loving on the youth here in Leesburg and sharing your talents. And thank you for hosting this awesome Art Soul on March the 9th, right here in Leesburg. So tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're doing this.
All right. Well, first, I just want to thank you for having me. Thank you, Maria, for all what you do. And, of course, thank you as well. So we're really, 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 really excited. We are different, I would say. We believe in bringing something fresh to the table with our production. And this is a gift that God has given me. And, you know, he wants me to bless the world with the gift that he's given me. So I'm really excited to be a blessing to the city and to give back the gift that God has given me to the community.
Awesome. So you're going to do 2 performances. I know we're going to have like different artists, young artists entertaining us, but you're going to bring, you're going to host this, but you're also bringing, I'm going to say bringing it. You're also bringing 2 performances from your production company with the models that you've trained.
Yes.
So tell us about, you know, I don't want you to give it all out because we want people to come and see this, right?
Yes.
So we don't want you to give it all out, but just tell us a little bit on what you're going to bring, what you're going to show us on March the 9th.
Well, with our company, I do have a global fashion week that I host in Orlando. This is a yearly event that we do, and part of this event is that we bring in different designers. We bring in different, like for example, last year we had a designer from Haiti, Africa. So we are really about bringing culture, diversity, and bring that global platform to our company. So what you'll be seeing is a global showcase with all different types of nationalities. These models come from all different walks of life. We have a very diverse team. So it's going to be diversity with creativity and production.
Okay, that is awesome.
Yes.
That is so awesome. So Maria actually, Maria served as the judge for one of your, for the first, so that was awesome too. I know we don't have a lot of time. We could talk all day long, all day, all night. But I want Maria to just come back, and thank you so much for being here. But Maria, I want you to tell the viewers where can they go to get information about the 42nd Annual Leesburg Art Festival?
So you can go to leesburgartfest.com. You can find everything you need to know about the art festival, as well as our Facebook page, which is Leesburg Art Festival, Instagram, Leesburg Arts, or you can just give us a call here, which is 365-0232, area code 352. And I know for Art Soul, you can go to
Tiffany?
You can go to bellafairplanners.com.
bellafairplanners.com, and I think you still need a few more vendors, right?
Yes, we do need
so
vendors.
We still need some vendors for Art Soul. Well, that's it for this episode of Art Talk, and we'll see you the next time.